Hello, have you ever watched a movie? Of course you have. But the kind of movies that I'm talking about are the movies that were so interesting that they kept you on the edge of your seat. Or a movie that was so emotionally compelling that you couldn't hold back your tears. Or even a movie so deep that it gave you a new perspective on life. We all can agree that movies that make us feel this way are, objectively speaking, considered to be good. But what exactly makes a movie good? We all know that a movie is a motion picture that tells a story and is shown on a screen or a television. But acting goes back a millennia. From the ancient Greeks to the Roman performances in the Great Colosseum to the brilliance of Shakespeare. But movies as we know them today began to take form in the late 19th century, albeit in a very small way, since it was just a 2-second scene of 4 people walking in a garden. We went from this to the Charlie Chaplin era in the early 1900s, to hit titles like Star Wars in the 70s and the 80s, to now movies like The Avatar, where the graphics in the entire movie were computer generated, as opposed to the black and white silent films of decades past. Filmmaking has certainly come a long way. There are many genres in movies, from fast-paced action movies to emotional romance movies and even classic fantasy movies, or even my favorite juicy drama films. I hope everyone realizes that this is sarcasm. I do not like this movie. Movies encompass almost every topic that you can think of. Anyway, coming back to our main question, what makes a movie good? What sets a movie like Godfather, a cult classic, apart from a joke of a film like Student of the Year 2 or any of the recent Bollywood films? In my opinion, the backbone of a good movie is a solid plot or a story. We all can appreciate a story with a million twists, turns and subtleties. But as John Steinbeck said, no story has power, nor will it last unless we feel in ourselves that it is true and true of us. Meaning that a story will only hold up and have substance if the viewer can relate to it as part of the human experience. The next aspect is the emotional appeal. This trait is what makes a viewer truly connect with the story. The feeling of relation, appreciation, and attachment to the characters of a movie is what makes the viewer involved and actually makes them care about the fate of the characters. Whether it is feeling a warm feeling of joy when something good happens, or despair and sorrow when something not so good happens. The connection to the characters and the way they make you feel, happy or sad, whether you hate them or love them, the arousing of emotions in the viewer is absolutely key. And lastly, there are external factors, the cinematography, visuals, sound, editing, casting, producing, directing. This is the real world factor, the one that deals with the execution of the above and presenting it in the best possible way. As a movie enthusiast myself, I like to think that I can appreciate good films for what they are, and I can unravel the intentions and the message that the creators wanted to portray in their work. To conclude, making a good movie is the ultimate juggling act. Each element must balance on top of each other in harmony. It's an immense achievement and an incredibly difficult one, and I absolutely love watching good movies. Thank you.